when I did become mayor, I had a lot of groups, both in town and across the state, well, in the state of Illinois too, that asked me to come to speak to their groups and to their youth groups. And I look around today, and there are so many more young people that are aware of what city government does, that they're getting involved in projects at their school, but also in their community, in their neighborhoods. And I'm not claiming, that that's all because of me, but I'd like to think, because of some of the interest that young people took in local government at that time, that it maybe was part of a catalyst for a lot of people's work with young people in the community to get things going.
What do you think is the most important thing to remember about what happened with you and becoming mayor?
I think the most important thing is that we as individuals, and especially young people, that it's important to believe in yourself, but also to reach out to others that are around you, both people that are alike and different from you, because it actually took me 3 tries to get to city council. I know the 3rd time I was successful, but each time I felt it was a success because I got to know more people. They got to know and believe in me. We had exchanges of ideas, both things that we had in common and differences, but that understanding that we came together, it helped me just slowly build a coalition of people around that were willing to support me and to believe in me and to feel that I believed in their issues. So I think the message there is that if you the more connections that you can have with your neighbors, with your friends, with people in the community, again, both that are similar and dissimilar to you, that it will create a lot of opportunities that you may not be aware of at the moment, but in the future people will come back and remember their interaction with you, and that it can be something that can open a lot of doors for you.
Okay, what advice would you give people who are watching this interview?
I think, the statement I just made about trying to reach out to others, I think also, to take care of yourself. We have to look out for both our physical and our mental health. The healthier you are, the better off you're going to be, the better support you're going to be for your family. I think that's one thing, but taking care of yourself also involves taking care of your community, and whether that's your faith community, whether that's the neighborhood immediately around you, friends, relatives. I think if you are taking care of and taking interest in something beyond yourself, then again, that's going to lead to a healthier life for yourself.
Okay, you said something about faith. Would you describe like the African American church in your community?
Well, in Iowa City, there's a strong African Methodist Episcopal Church, and in fact, they're doing a renovation right now, and hopefully they'll get some good funds to finish the renovation. I'm actually a member of the Episcopal Church here in town, Trinity Episcopal Church. But I've always worked with a lot of different groups, people of different faiths and backgrounds, and I think again, if you can believe in yourself and find something higher than yourself to believe in, it's a good foundation for yourself. For both when things go wrong, you need something to build from, but when things are going right and you need to enjoy that, it's good to have others around to celebrate life and celebrate your accomplishments.
And how does your family feel about you being involved in everything?
Well, my sisters and my brother, they're all proud of me. I won't tell you the nicknames that they have for me, but they a lot of them live in Illinois, and they are always talking about my becoming involved in community, my work with the schools, my work with local government, my work on President Obama's campaign. That's something that they're always talking about, so I know that they're proud. One of the things, I think my daughters, they probably wouldn't say it to my face, but because that's part of the sacrifice that you make with public service, elected life, is that it has taken some time away from my family and some time away from my girls. But I did, push to become involved. I used to coach them in softball and go to all their events, both athletic and musical. But even seeing my daughters, their friends will come up and talk to them about government issues, things that they'll read in the paper, and just hearing my daughters describe factually what is going on with more knowledge than, frankly, many adults in the community. Their awareness of community, I think, is there. So even though they might not say it to my face, I think that there's some pride there.
And the last question: what would you give advice to the African American children out here now in Iowa City?
That are here in Iowa City? Again, I have to go back to trying to believe in yourself or finding someone that will believe in you, to take care of yourself, and to reach out to others, both with similar ideas and similar backgrounds, but people that are of different background, and not just different racially background, but whether it's different faith, different sports, different music, because I think you're trying to grow the network of people around you that can be a support for you, that can be someone that you can draw upon, and that someone will come and ask you for assistance. You never know. I think that's another thing that serving in public life has taught me. You never know how many lives you touch until you'll hear someone referring to a conversation that you had with them that was helpful for them. You'll hear someone using some of the words that you may use as they are standing up for themselves or getting involved in something in the community. And you just don't realize that if you are trying to do something positive for yourself, that it's going to affect others. What you do, people watch and observe what you're doing, and they can observe negative things, they can observe positive things, and that image that you knowingly or unknowingly portray, people are watching, and it can come back to help you, or it can come back to haunt you. So I just suggest trying to, despite both the positive and negatives of life, try and take care of yourself and get to know others in your community and project a positive image.
Well, I would like to thank you for your time, Mr. Ross, and I would like to thank the African American Museum in Cedar Rapids for giving their time and effort for us to interview the history makers in Iowa City.